Hey everybody, Spine Six Pressing here, and I'm at Comic Arts San Antonio, a free comic convention. So let's go inside, let's check it out, and stay tuned to the very end where I reveal my pickups for this con. And I'll give you the highlights of what was good and what was not so great. All right, so let's get to it. So first I've got to start off by talking about the layout of this particular event. And there I think is a difference between a Comic Con and just a show. And this really was more than just a show. Now, the location of this event was in kind of an older mall. Very little on the bottom floor of this mall was actually open as a business. All the businesses that were still running were above. But the CASA people really did a great job of spreading this out. I thought it was really great. And the feature of this event, I think really mostly were these artists. A number of them were there, and they were available to sign books. They were there selling original artwork. It was great. Now this vendor is Rick's Comic Crypt, and he says he has an online presence on eBay, but primarily does shows. And I really liked this vendor. He had a lot of great books, a lot of keys, and he graded his books more on the conservative side, and I felt like his prices were very aligned with what you can expect to pay for a lot of these books online if you were to go to eBay, Mercari, or pick it up off Facebook or mycomicshop.com. So I was really pleased. I hope to see him again, and I will bring, I'll try to go after a big book if I can next time I see him. But he had a great turnout. A lot of people were very interested in his books, and I thought the pricing and the quality of the books was wonderful. As we walked down this way, there were booths set up. A lot of these individuals were illustrators and creators who have created their own little independent comic. There were some big artists. Val Myrick, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I believe he is the creator of Howard the Duck, and he did some work on Man-Thing. He was there signing books. I didn't see any original artwork that he had for sale, but he might have had some. I guess you needed to go up and talk to him. But just running down the line, you can see that just about everybody here had someone at this particular convention up there talking with them at their booth, inquiring, looking into what they've created. So it was really positive. Had a really great positive vibe. This young lady here from Mad Cloud Comics had a lot of great stuff. My daughter picked up one of her books. And I think all in all, this particular event was really well organized. Now, there were even cosplayers down on the other end, and there were more comics that we'll get back to. They were more on the other end. This is more of the, I guess, artist alley. Hey, I really need your help. This is a great hobby, and we need to try to get information about this hobby out to as many people as we can here on YouTube. So please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button so that I can broaden my audience and get more people interested in comics and collecting and artwork and this great, great fun joy that we all feel on a daily basis. I don't know about you, but I sure do like seeing kids at comic conventions. I'd love to see a new generation of kids interested in these books. Alright, this artist right here is Chris Allen, and he's got some fantastic Miles Morales covers that he's worked on, and you can see them there. And he was selling original artwork for $50 a page, and he had some great, great pages in there that were available for sale. So let's take a stroll down in the other direction of the mall, and again there were lots of independent artists there, lots of people you could talk to. They were doing sketch work for commission. A lot of them were willing to do the sketch work and sign books for free that they had set up in their particular booth. There were a lot of local artists that were featuring their particular artwork that they do that's themed around superheroes and comic book characters. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite part of going to a comic convention is. Do you just love, are you like me, do you love the hunt, or do you like to look for unique items and collectibles, or is it just the experience? So please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Here was a small vendor. It looked like they had, this was sort of their own personal collection, and they had literally slabbed the entire run of the Todd McFarlane Amazing Spider-Man books. And so I just sort of pull each one out. And hopefully you can see the prices of each as I pull them above. One of the things I've noticed from vendors is a lot of CBCS books, and they're priced at the same level as CGC books. And that, I don't know, I think there's a little bit of a premium, me personally, with CGC. I'd be curious, what are your comments about that? Do you agree? Should CBCS books be priced the same as a CGC slab? I guess theoretically they should, but I've seen that more and more with vendors at shows. Maybe that just means there's more room to move. Here's a great Fantastic Four Doctor Doom cover. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I'm really interested in that. Forever People #1. I think that's the first appearance of Darkseid. There was a Hulk 340 he had. There's a nice run of some Silver Age Avengers. One of the books I'd like to try to pick up is the first appearance of Doc Samson. I think it's Hulk 141, but if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, you enjoy other content like this, I've got more that you can check out. So check out some of the other videos that I've done before, some of the conventions I visited, and please give this video a like. One of my concerns with this particular convention is I thought going in, because it was a free convention and I looked at some of the vendors, I didn't think there were going to be many comics there to choose from. And I was pleasantly surprised to see that there were a lot of nice keys and a lot of great books to peruse and look for and get out there and try to track down and hunt. This booth here was owned by Mickey Clausen and his daughters. His daughters were selling some of his books for him. He says he's trying to get more in and focused on the artwork, and his artwork is beautiful. Some great stuff. Said he was working on a soon-to-be-released cartoon series, and Cornerstone. I think Cornerstone Studios is his little independent publishing company. Like I mentioned before, there were a lot of local artists. Here's the kid at buy two, get one free, $15 a pop. And this work right here I thought was fantastic. A lot of just solo images of characters. Look at Miles there. Batman Beyond, pretty much all the major characters. Moon Knight, I saw Superman, Batman, they were all there, and the work was really well done. Drew Garces was there, and he was working on this particular little mural as the convention was going on. He also had work for sale. Really nice kid. Thought it was great seeing the families out there with younger kids, you know, early teenagers, just checking out the art and the comics. All in all, I give CASA, Comic Arts San Antonio, 2 thumbs up. Fantastic show. I really recommend that you check it out if you can next year. Great books. Just all in all, I had a great experience. All right, everybody, thanks for making it this far. Here are the books that we picked up from Comic Arts San Antonio. Again, it was a fantastic convention. I was really happy with the quality of the books. I really went in thinking there weren't going to be many books available, but I thought there was a great supply of comic books to look for and go hunting for, in addition to new artists and some accomplished artists there signing books as well. So I was there with my daughter, and the first few books in this stack are hers. But I want to ask you, please, if you have not hit the like button, hit the like button and give this video and this channel a subscribe, because what you do is you help get this video out to other people who are interested in the hobby, young people. I want to get anybody who's on that fence about thinking about getting into this hobby. I want them to be exposed to this type of content. And, you know, I love comics. I love this hobby. It's done great things for me. I enjoy it so very much. I'm sure you do as well. So please help me in that regard by hitting the subscribe button. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got. And again, the first few are my daughter's books. Her tastes are a little bit different than mine, but that's the beauty of collecting. So the first book here is one that she selected. It was Marvel Knights Elektra #6. Beautiful cover. She's a cosplayer, my daughter is, and she's working on the newest iteration of Elektra, the Woman Without Fear. She's doing a cosplay for that, and she's going to do it in September and enter a contest, the whole works. So this was a book that she liked. Here was one that she picked up from one of the table creators, Wesley Chen. It's Indispensable #1, and it's from Mad Cloud Comics. Here is the start of my books that I picked up. And this is the Del Auto variant. It is Spider-Man 800. And they thought it was a 9.2. I think it has the potential to be a 9.8. I thought the grader, or this seller, this was Rick's Comic Crypt, did a fantastic job of kind of pre-assessing his books, and he put the little label, he labeled each one. I think this has the potential to be a 9.8. And it's the only issue I could really find was there was a slight bindery tear at the bottom. And that may, who knows, maybe that's a production issue and CGC will let that one fly. I picked it up for 15 bucks. So I was really happy with that price. And I didn't even ask for a better price on that, because I thought it was just already a pretty damn good one. Here's another book that I was really excited to see. I actually purchased this book, the black and white version of this is Dark Knight's Death Metal #7. And I don't know if it's kind of like a pseudo first appearance. It's not really. I don't think anybody recognizes this as the first appearance of Yara Flor Wonder Girl. But I love the book, love the cover, and this one is it's color and embossed. So 20 bucks. He thought it was a 9.4. It has a non-color breaking spine tick here, and with my new tool, my new little dotting tools that I've got a bunch of these with different shapes. I feel very confident that I'll be able to get that out and improve this book up, possibly higher than a 9.4. So it's a beautiful one. This is one we're definitely going to send off to CGC down the road. All right, here was a book I was excited to find. I've been looking for this one for a while. My wife personally hates this character, Batwoman, but I really dig the look of Batwoman. So this, I believe, is the first appearance. This is New 52, Week 11. I think it's the first appearance of Batwoman. This one, I was really excited to find this one. This is You're the Villain, Hell Arisen #3. It's the second printing of this book. And I think that might be a slightly more difficult print to find. And it is the first appearance of Punchline. So Punchline's a new character in the DC universe. And it's got her own title now. And I thought, damn, 25 bucks. They graded this as a 9.4. Again, this is another one I believe that is a 9.8 candidate. It looks fantastic. And I just love the cover. All right, and then I was really excited to pick this one up. This is one off my big list. If you want to go back and take a look at my top 10 that I'm looking for, I've got one checked off the box now. I can't recall if I've gotten any others recently. But this was one that I had. I think it was like maybe my number, not number 2 overall, but probably my number 8 pick. And it is Miles Morales Spider-Man #6. and it is the first appearance of Starling. And I picked it up for 45 bucks. I have not been able to find this one, and I do a lot of shopping on Mercari. I've not been able to find it for less than, say, 75, 65 bucks, maybe at the lowest. So I thought it was a great pickup. It's definitely a 9.8 candidate. I'm really excited about this book, and I'm very high on Starling and her future in the Marvel Universe and in the MCU. So that was it. Those were the books that I picked up. 45 for first appearance of Starling. It's a 9.4, probably definitely a 9.8 candidate. Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen, number 3. First Punchline for 25 bucks. First appearance of Batwoman, 20 bucks. Dark Knight Death Metal, number 7. The color Capullo variant, 20 bucks. And this is the last one that I got. I'll just stop here. These are mine. Amazing Spider-Man 800, the Del Auto variant. And it's a 9.2. At least he thought it was a 9.2. I think I can get it possibly in a higher grade graded. So excited to work on these books. Excited to add these to my collection. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you enjoyed Comic Arts San Antonio. I want to highly recommend, I'm going to be going back to that one for sure. I want to highly recommend Comic Arts San Antonio 2024. Go to it if you're in the Texas area. I think it's worth going to. There were some great artists and great books available. So it's definitely worth it. And man, the thing is free. How often do you find a free Comic-Con? And you know, they're not usually easy to do. You know, you've got to pay your gas, you've got your food expenses. So because you're able to get in free to this con, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was fantastic. It helped save a lot of money and helped me pick up, I think, more books than I normally would. All right, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. If you're thinking about getting into this hobby, go for it. Go for it. It's a great hobby. It's a lot of fun. It'll last you a lifetime. And as always, happy hunting.